working on some ideas for underseat storage in the P127, and this has been something that's kind of morphed over time. What I have right now is I bought, it's like a drawer organizer. I'm gonna dump those out. There's a drawer organizer from Walmart, made by Rubbermaid, and it's about the same size. And on this side, I've got a 3700 box, plain with 3700 box with stuff I usually fish with in it on one side, and on the other side I've got kind of a junk drawer, so to speak. The thing that I don't like about this tray is that ridge that runs down the center. So I'm gonna show you guys what I came up with as an alternative. I'm gonna try something different here. What I've come up with is the Rubbermaid makes other containers that are kind of interlocking. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try super gluing these two together, and then they'll become the drawer that slides in like this, so it's got a wider spot for putting your baits in. For instance, instead of having that ridge running down the center, now you can throw your baits in there, and they're not sticking up as far as they were on the other side. And then the other thing that I've got to figure out is I also bought a smaller section. By my estimation, I should be able to do a configuration about like that allows me to have a place to throw maybe plugs and stuff like that. Or this will be the front, right in the front, and then two sections in the back. It can stick out a little bit from in front of the seat if it needs to. But what I need to figure out is the best way to fasten these together. I'm thinking it's probably going to be drilling a hole and using zip ties as opposed to super glue. I don't know that super glue is going to hold very well. So I'm going to try the zip tie trick here and see what that looks like. We'll give that a try. So I changed my mind. I'm going to try super gluing these and see if it doesn't hold. I don't know how much this is going to take, so I'm just going to put a little bit on there. And I'm matching these up on a flat surface because I want them to stay like that, flat. I don't want them to flex. And then if I have to use zip ties, I guess I will do that. That'll be my second attempt. But I'm going to see how that holds up. Let that dry. Okay, so I kind of changed my mind again. The tray that's over here, this tray right here was the one that I had in there that slid in and out with ease. This one is a little deeper, but they're about the same length, so I put this one on the end because I really kind of like to have that for other stuff that I can maybe drop lures in, drop some other small stuff in, whatever, in the front, so I don't have to pull it out all the way. I can just pull it out part way, drop it in, push it back in, and then if I need to get to baits, I'll put the baits in the back too. I'm gonna let this dry, and then we'll see how this shapes up. All right, after you sit for probably a half hour or so, that's not gonna hold, I don't think. I think I'm gonna end up having to zip tie it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. It's just not gonna hold it. I would have thought super glue would have set by now on that, but yeah, it didn't even set on that side. I spared you the drilling and all that stuff. So basically, you can see this is the side, the 3700 box will go in on this side here, and then there's a Velcro strap that basically goes underneath. Same thing over here on this side. So what I wanted was as I'm sitting in the seat, be able to pull this out and have a little place to drop, you know, maybe my ring tool for wacky rigs, that sort of thing. And then each one of these containers here will have a space for plastics. A little bit better. So I'll go ahead and put some stuff in there and then show you what the organizer looks like. I recommend doing the zip tie trick instead of the super glue. So what I've got for right now, I'm getting ready to go for a little bit this afternoon. So I just put a few of the baits in here that I would use. Basically, you can flip this out. Inside there, notice I've got the wacky worm tool, some super glue for those baits that I want to be able to stay on, and then I've got, you know, some yum dingers, some lizards, and then a spot back here for if you've got different types of baits that come in these larger plastic. The issue with the other tray. The issue with the other tray, if you have these type of plastics, is it doesn't fit down in there. It sticks up like that, and they won't lay flat. You can't put them in there. With this size container, you can lay those flat and just have them staged in the drawer, ready to go, so you're not having to constantly turn around and get in your crate to get stuff. So hopefully these hacks help a little bit, and you guys can come up with some stuff that might work as well or even better.